You did it. You did it. You completed it. It is done. Whatever you have been working on, whatever you have been trying to fix and heal, it is done. It is done because you choose for it to be done. Just choose right now for it to be done. Whatever it is that you want to be done, that you want to be done figuring out, that you want to be done fixing, that you want to be done problem solving, let it be done. Choose for it to be done. Now, right now, when I'm recording this, we are in a portal of completion. It was just September 9th yesterday. And September 9th is a portal of completion of old timelines, of old paradigms, of old perspectives, of old ways of being that are no longer serving you. And those of you that are here finding this message, I know that you are ready for more. And more is right here for you. But here's the thing. And this is a very special message for you. If you found this, then this message was meant to find you right now, whenever it is. But know that it is a sign that whatever you have been challenged by, struggling with, is over as soon as you choose for it to be. And all you have to do now is be the light that you are so that what is here for you can find you. It is time for you to detach from the expectations, to detach from thinking that you know how it's meant to go. Detach from thinking that you have control. You have no control over anything outside of you. And you can do all you want to try and control and manipulate and make things happen. But the more that you do that, you're really just slowing down the process of manifestation. You're really just slowing down and creating your own struggle. Because when you work with the laws of this universe, when you work with the law of attraction, the law of assumption, the law of love, the law of one, when you are working with the law of vibration, of frequency, of energy, all you have to do to get everything that you need is be who you are. Because you thinking that you even know what you need is limiting it. It is limiting it. I I don't know how to put into words. Again, I'm going to say it again and again and again, probably in every video, but channeling the wisdom that I channel and now sharing it with you guys and everything that just happened and activated and awakened in me through leading a lot of you through frequency mastery. It's hard. It's hard to put it all into words. It's like the only thing that's hard for me right now because you just feel it, right? And I know I'm not alone. And I know also that this is where the challenges happen because we feel it, we know it, we get it. We know what we want. We know what we want to feel. You know that there's more here. You want to feel peace and bliss and happiness and contentment and safety and security. But the thing you need to understand is that that is all right here. It is all right here. It is all within you. You are exactly where you're meant to be. You have just completed all of the timelines that you needed to go through to bring you here right now when you're hearing this, to now be the conscious creator of your reality, alchemizing everything that you have learned into the magic that you're here to give through being you. As has been coming through in a lot of the current videos, which I've really loved, which Zero's been bringing through for me, is that we don't have to force it. We allow our light to be the force. We allow our light to magnetize to us what is for us, and then we follow what resonates as what we want to do right now. This is how we are here to live and thrive and manifest and create in the new earth, is just by being who you are, being the receiver of what you need. And that will come in the form of ahas, of YouTube videos, of money showing up in your bank account, of running into someone in a coffee shop, having a conversation that gives you an opportunity that you could have never dreamed of. Like, there is so much more here for you than you can ever comprehend. So the reason that things aren't working out for you, or feeling hard, or you're feeling lost, or you're feeling exhausted is because you are still attached. You are attached to old ways of being, old belief systems, old paradigms that are not serving you, even old routines and rituals that served you at a time, but you are here now beyond that. You are in the next level of self-mastery. You are here to live in a world where you are at peace, where it is easy to be you, where you know what to do because you are trusting in the frequency and energy. I know if you're here receiving this and it's resonating, this is true for you. When I sat before doing this video, that was what I heard, is that this was going to be a very special message, and whoever was meant to hear it would receive it and know that it is time for them to let go, to stop attaching to whatever is no longer serving you. We've been bringing this through a lot, but I want you to really see what in your life, down to all of the mundane routines, is just not aligned. Like if it's not a 10, then you got to detach. Now, that doesn't mean you have to let certain things go yet, but detach your need for it to happen, your expectations, your control of it, and you will open up so much more space because there is so much higher trying to come through for you. There's so much higher. I'm hearing it all day, every day, as to what I'm really here to help you guys see and feel, is that there is so much higher. There's higher frequency, there's higher consciousness, there's higher knowing, there's higher joy, there's higher bliss, there's higher abundance, there's higher love, there's higher all of it. And I mean higher in the way of frequency, of energy. It is so easy. It is so peaceful to be here in the new earth, in the 5D, living in heart-based consciousness, letting your soul lead. It is effortless. You just flow. You go, you do as you feel called to by being the light that you are. I promise you, it works. It works. You will be blown away by the people, the opportunities, the things that are magnetized to you. But if you aren't being who you're here to be, then they can't find you. Or they're finding you, but there's no space because you're so consumed with everything that you're attached to, with the ways you think things need to be, with the ways you think you need to be, with the expectations you have on yourself, on others, on the world, or with the literal physical things you can be holding on to that are just blocking and stopping you from having the energy, the frequency, the money, the time to do what you truly want to. So that's why it's hard when we're in the space in between where we feel this conflict, this battle between our mind and our heart, our ego and our soul, when we feel and know that there's so much more, when we hear things like this and it resonates as true and you know there's more here for you to do. But then you have all of these beliefs and thoughts and attachments and conditioned bullshit that is telling you that you have to stay where you are, that you have to keep settling, struggling, suffering, that you have to keep holding on. And the longer that you hold on, it will eventually work out. Okay, but what you're holding on to, that you're wanting to work out, like, do you even really care if it works out? Is it truly even what you want anymore? Because this is what I've been feeling a lot too with clients and frequency mastery and everything outside of YouTube and YouTube, your guys' comments, is that we've gone through so many shifts and upgrades. And why a lot of us feel really exhausted is because we're still holding on to the dreams and desires we had before we became higher frequency, before we became higher consciousness, before we stepped more into who we're here to be. Like we're holding on to these things that maybe then the desires and dreams were leading us here, but now we've got to let them go because so much better is here for us. It's so much easier. Anything that is not working out for you is only because it gets to be easier, it gets to be bigger, it gets to be more abundant than you can comprehend. We need your light. Your light is the key. You being here, embodied in your truth, in your power, being the light that you are, will magnetize everything that you are here to receive. But if you're sitting there feeling like you need to fix and problem solve and figure things out, it's hard to see that everything is right here for you. So right now, breathe. Just breathe consciously. Breathing fully in and out of your belly. Just fully inhaling, fully exhaling. Noticing what's coming through for you. How are you feeling? What are you feeling? What do you know currently you are attached to? Yes, what maybe relationships or choices or behaviors or habits, but what thoughts, what beliefs are you attached to right now that you know are not serving you or not even what you want to do anymore? You being honest with yourself, you bringing the awareness and the consciousness to this is how things shift and change. Because we are human beings and part of being human, as much as we are divine, we are human. So part of being human in this lifetime, this timeline that we've chosen, is accepting the fact that we are habitual. Like our subconscious mind, which we need to keep us alive. We need our subconscious mind to keep doing the things that are keeping us alive, but a lot of the things that it's doing are no longer needed. So we need to start to create new habits, new patterns, new beliefs, because your beliefs are just decisions that you keep choosing. And you keep choosing these decisions based in the thoughts that you're having. So you have to be the one to start to illuminate and bring the awareness to what is no longer serving you, to what is not aligned with you. Because you seeing that and being honest with yourself and realizing that you want to start to shift and change is how things start to move, because you start to change your thoughts. And that is where it begins, is starting to change your thoughts and starting to see new thoughts that you would like to have. That's the power of mantra, of affirmation, of listening to motivational videos or whatever it is that you're listening to, whatever brought me to you, whatever you listen to that helps you feel a deeper connection to your truth. That's the power of it. And I know you're all doing it because this found you. But now, even more than before, now that you've made it through this completion portal, it's time for you to embrace the fact that you have stepped into the era, the timeline that you are meant to be in right now, that is going to be the best chapter of your life so far. It is the chapter where you truly start to be the main character, where you truly start to see your power, your magic, where you unlock and unblock the energy, the Shakti, the frequency that is trying so hard to flow through you. It's time to let go, because you holding on is what is stopping what is trying to move through you, that is for you, from moving, because you're holding on so tightly to thoughts, to beliefs, to ways of being. The things that you are deciding are creating your reality. And it's time for you to make decisions that are 5D, that are heart based, that excite and ignite you. It's time for you to spend your money. When you spend your money on things that are 5D, that feel heart based, that excite and ignite you, that expand you, you get that money back 100-fold. I swear. Like when we spend money on things that are actually for our well-being, that are actually for us evolving and expanding, you get so rewarded. And then when you put your frequency and your energy and your awareness and your beingness into these things that you are focusing on, life cannot not give you what you want. You are always getting what you want. It's just that you will convince yourself that you need different things and then feel like you have to fix. So the wanting continues to show up as confirmation that you need what you need. Does that make sense? So we have this reticular activating system in our brain that will notice the things that we're focused on. So if you are constantly feeling like you need and want things to be happy, then you are going to keep getting confirmation of the fact that you need and want these things. But now it's time to be the version of you that has them, or the version of you that knows that you being here now is attracting them and they are showing up in divine time. And you letting go of that control will mean that so much more will come through for you. Because just go with me on this for a second. Do you think that right now, do you think that right now you know how good it can be? Like, you know all the things, all the options that are here for you? Or do you believe that there is more? If you believe that there's more, then you have to let go. And here's why. Because your consciousness and your unconscious programming, your subconscious mind, and your self-conscious, they work on history and memory. They work on the known. So in the now, when you are focusing on what you think that you need and you want to live a life that you think you want to live, it is based in the past or it's based in someone else's reality. But if you truly want to live a life beyond your wildest dreams, if you want to live a life that you get to just feel limitless, that you get to enjoy the journey of, because you're here being and expanding and evolving and experiencing and expressing, which is what you're here to do, then you have to be here in the now, letting go of control, detaching from all the ways that you think you need to be and you think things need to be, and allow things to come to you. It's not to say that everything that you have learned and gone through and been through isn't going to now show up and serve you, because you've learned and gone through it all for a purpose. But now when we live as the super conscious creators of our reality and we're here in the now, we alchemize all of the knowledge, all of the wisdom, all of the gifts, everything that we've learned through this journey of becoming. But now we are being. We have been on a journey of becoming all that we are right now. And now we be. We be who we are. We be the light, and we allow things to come to us. Everything will find you if you detach. If you detach, you will attract the soulmate, the job, the money, the creation, the house, the car, whatever it is. We're here on a human journey. We still are going to also have needs and wants and desires, but they don't do anything for us when we need to exhaust ourselves to get them. I mean, they do things, but not what we're truly looking for. If you want to be satisfied, if you want to be fulfilled, and you're here living in heart-based consciousness, if you know your heart awakened, if you know you're here on a spiritual journey, we know we all are. But those of us that know, that are awake and aware that we're here for more, letting go, detaching is the key, because that is how your soul is fulfilled and satisfied, because your soul is here to experience. It is here to experience and express and to evolve. And it wants to do that by living. And that means you have to be here in the now. Because if you're here in the now and you're just so consumed with the past and the future, you're just going to keep recreating those things. And that's not very satisfying or fulfilling, because you've already done it. We're here to have every moment be an expansion of the last. And it doesn't mean that every moment is this new, mind-blowing revelation and we don't get to feel the peace. It's actually the most peaceful thing. As much as I'm high vibration when I bring these through, I am living the most peaceful, like literally the most peaceful, easy, enjoyable chapter. It's just so easy. I don't feel like I'm doing anything, and I'm doing everything I've ever dreamed of. I'm just being. And instead of the years that I've spent trying to figure everything out and know what to do and know how to be of highest service and know how to create the right thing so that people get what I'm saying, so that they can see what I see, which is that you are a limitless being of light and love, which I have always seen. But first I had to truly be able to impact you, I had to first be it. And I get when we're undoing the programming, it feels really complicated and overwhelming and exhausting. But the more exhausted you feel, it is proof, first of all, that you're doing the work. But the reason you feel exhausted is because you have such a stubborn subconscious mind and self-conscious ego that is holding on to control so tightly, because It wants to keep surviving and it wants to keep being a part of the tribe. That's what our self-conscious and subconscious are here to do. But now in the new earth, in the 5D, there is so much here for you. There is opportunities, there's people, there's relationships, there's joy, there's bliss, there's happiness, there's everything that just you feel safe, you feel secure, you feel at peace, you feel at home anywhere and everywhere that you are because you don't want to run or numb. You just fully want to live. Like you wake up excited to live every moment. You want to be exactly where you are because you understand that living is the point of being in this earth. And as much as we're still here in the 3D having human experiences, we are the light there. We are the light there. We are there being and beaming the light and breathing consciously and feeling and then following what the frequency and energy is telling us to do. So yes, there's going to be hard times, challenging times, sad times, traumatic times. But when you're there consciously and you can tap into your heart and you can feel and you can breathe and you know what you're there to receive, you're there to just feel the love and the gratitude that you had for something or someone that is maybe no longer here. But you don't actually lose that thing, that person, that opportunity. What you lose is your ideas of it. So it's an opportunity to feel gratitude and love and miracles and magic for even getting to experience that pet, that person, that job, that opportunity, that trip. Like we need to be grateful for the things we've experienced and know that there's always more. There is always more. Nothing is ever lost. It is just always transmuting. It is rechanneling. It is recreating. Energy can't be destroyed. We just rechannel it. We transmute it. When you're here now in your power, in your light, in your truth, as the creator and alchemist that you are, when you choose love over fear, you create miracles. And those miracles turn into power for you. And the more that you turn fear into love, the more that you choose your heart and your soul over your mind and your ego, when you're in the now and you know what to do, the more and more you empower yourself and the more embodied you become and the more surrendered you become to the now and the more you trust and the more you beam bright and then the more you just attract everything that you need to. Because anything that isn't working out for you, anything that isn't coming to you, it is only because it's not for you. It is only because it's not for you. So the divine, your highest, will constantly bring you things to show you where you're not free until you choose to free yourself from your attachment to whatever it is. And when you really get to the core of anything, it is always a thought. It is always a thought that's turned into a belief about a way you need to be or something you need to hold on to be worthy of love and belonging. It always comes down to that. And it goes back to our childhood where we create these beliefs. But again, as I've said many times, it is all coming back to our core wound of abandoning ourselves. So every moment that these things trigger us and show us where we're not free, what it truly is a miracle and an opportunity to heal, an opportunity to quantum heal, to love yourself in that moment by being here, being present, breathing, and receiving whatever is coming through. Because if you're going through loss, if you're going through a health challenge, if you're going through financial issues, avoiding it, hating it, numbing from it isn't serving anything. It doesn't take it away. So when you're there present, feeling and receiving and appreciating and living in that moment, that is how we truly heal. And then that quantum healing turns into quantum manifestation because you healing in any and every now moment creates more space for the divine to bring through for you what is for you in this next level of mastery. Because every moment that you choose you up level in the game of self mastery and you get rewarded, you get supported in ways that you cannot imagine. Like you can try, but even the things that you think you know are of the highest manifestation for you, it is that times 1,000. I'm sure even more. I don't even know at this point. Just letting go of any control for me personally and seeing it in frequency mastery and all of my one-on-one clients. You don't have to believe me. Let me just ask you this. Wouldn't it be more fun? Isn't it more fun to live this way? To live your life trusting that everything is working out for you, trusting that everything is going to be better than you can imagine, trusting that the divine, your superconscious mind, your highest have things figured out and that you get to just live and be how you want to? Or I get it if it feels safer because it's what you know to trust in the authority around you and your parents and your teachers from high school and the government and your boss and your best friend, whatever it is. But I want you to look at whatever you're trusting. And is that person, that system, that thing, are they living how you want to? Is that truly what you want to experience? Or do you want more? Do you want more? Because if you want more, in my opinion, and in what I channel, I believe that when we live in the now, following the frequency I don't even I'm living it. I know it's true for me, at least. I know it's true for me, at least, that living in the now, following the frequency and energy, everything works out so easily and beyond your wildest dreams. Like it is wild and human things will still happen. I still daily will get in my head of like, how do I make all the things I have to do today work out? I have these commitments, I have these clients, I have these recordings. And then I breathe and I let go and I trust and it just freaking works out. It's magic. It's just magic. So, detach to attract. This message came to you because it is time for you to detach from the expectations, from the stories, from the worries, from the fears. I know a lot of you have been doing a lot of detaching from like physical things or relationships or beliefs, but I really want you to see the things that you're still attached to being and doing that are no longer serving you. Okay. I think that's all we have for you today. I love you so much. Thank you for receiving this message. Let me know below what hit, what came through for you. And there are ways to go deeper with me in the show notes. Frequency Mastery is now complete, the live creation of it, but you can still purchase it and go through it at your own pace while joining the community of those of us that went through it live, and people are joining daily, so you're not alone. It is go at your own pace, but I highly recommend doing an activation meditation a day. There's 33 of them from source, from zero. Then frequency mastery classes, self mastery classes, our final integration celebration call was beyond words. So get in while you can. I love you so much. Thank you for being on this journey with me. If it's after the 15th, there might be more below. I have a membership coming through. Thank you to all of you that are here in this community that is growing. And I'm so excited to have finally gotten here to the place where I'm living fully, completely embodying the wisdom I channel, being the light that I'm here to be, attracting whoever, whatever I'm meant to, and just letting go of control. And all of you that have been joining us, it's magic. I'm at a loss for words. I've said enough. I love you. Detach, attract. This message found you for a reason, and I know that you know what it is. Follow what that is. If you're new here, subscribe, share this if you want to. I love you. I don't know if I've said that enough. One more time. I love you.